Quick question. What's one of the things you hate most about female dogs?
Probably the heat cycle. That would probably be one of the worst things because you can't really do too much with them. They get a little scatterbrained, they get a mess all over everything, and all of the male dogs start going crazy.
And what's one of your favorite things about female dogs?
They're actually a lot easier to deal with because they want to be around you. They don't worry about going and peeing on stuff. They don't really care about exploring. They just want to make you happy.
And so what's one of the things you would recommend to people who get a female dog?
You got to be a little nicer to a female dog because they do take stuff a little more personal than a male dog would. They're not as forgiving.
And how does a dog define personal? Because when Deion Sanders says it's personal.
Yeah. When you say personal, I mean you can see their feelings get hurt. They put their feelings a lot more into it. Like a dog like Rocco, Ego, Hero, they don't really care about a correction, but you can see when Cha-Cha gets corrected, she gets a little more like, oh, hold on. And even, for instance, like Oakley, like when I would correct Oakley, she would pretty much shut down if I got upset with her.
I see. Okay. So from a training standpoint, which dog is easier to train? Hey!
I think it depends what you're looking for. Yeah. So if you want more of a gangster, heavy hitter, going out and running down a man, I'm gonna pick a male dog. But if you want a dog that's gonna make sure that you're safe no matter what, a female dog is actually gonna be a little bit more tenacious.
And safe, walk them through what safe looks like. Cause safe, like somebody kicking in the door, safe, somebody trying to break in your house, safe. Like, what does safe look like? Safe because you need to check your temperature, or you got seizures or something. What's safe look like, man?
I mean, safe is like you said, a loosely used term. It can mean any of those things, actually. So female dogs are going to be more receptive to a human or to a man. She wants to work with you, and she don't really care about nothing else that's going on. A male dog is going to be going and peeing on stuff, doing everything there. And again, if a male,
that's still debatable too, because the ones that are watching already know. When Ego and Tron see the pillow come out, they be like, yo, you talk for 1 minute and 30 niggas didn't move.
Yeah, but Zara, if we would have put Zara in a suit and we did the same thing we did with Julian, trying to get him to bite legs or her to bite legs, she gonna bite them legs. Tron, he shut down because he didn't care. But that female's gonna make sure that you're safe. Hey, so you can get the best out of both worlds, but you're gonna have to bring it out of the dog. Just naturally talking, if we're talking about protection, a female's gonna keep the house held safe. A male dog's gonna make sure that if somebody runs down the street, they're gonna go get them. A female dog get 5, 6 houses down and be like, why am I chasing this? I'm gonna go back home.
And that means like she wanna check in or something, or what?
Yeah, because I mean, you gotta think about it. If she leaves the kids and the babies, nobody's protecting them.
So part of this conversation that you guys are watching is me chastising Stan with questions. See how sharp he is on his toes. Stan, you've never bred, but you bred. But when you bred, you never kept up with the breeding. So you don't know about Oakley's kids. So you don't know if any dog became or got better than Oakley.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably highly doubtful because they weren't the best genetics. So I don't think they would have progressed that much.
Highly doubtful that them babies didn't do so well, brother.
We brought a lot of stuff out of Oakley that, wasn't there in any other
So what's the trick then to bringing some shit out of a bitch?
Taking your time and showing them that you care. It all goes back to that C word we always keep talking about. Take care of your dogs.
Yeah, it's funny because people have been messaging me like, yo, I hate the C word too because, they like cancer now, right? Because that's not a fun word.
No.
Now, Cha-Cha, as we know.
Cha-Cha now, y'all.
Cha-Cha, as we know, she was a dog who lacked motivation, was not encouraged. I wasn't encouraged, I gotta be honest with you, man. You've now been a part of the majority of my dog's progress, like all of them. I mean, literally every step of the way. And even was a catalyst/culprit in getting Tron to get over the fence. Well, trying to jump over the fence. He wouldn't get him tires though. Instead, took a tire off, boom, drop a pillow. Took a tire off, boom, drop a ball. Sat down at a tree one time for 20 minutes trying to get that joker Tron down and trying to look at the ball. He's looking crazy.
I forgot about that one, boy.
He like, nope. Yep. And it's frustrating you because you're like, I know this fool could do it, but the dog got his own mind, man. What's been one of your favorite things about the progress of the dogs, because each one of them literally are different. Cha-Cha and Tron are opposite dogs. I mean, I think that's the other thing. Most people want everybody to act alike. Ego, Tron, Cha-Cha, the general, they are nothing alike. You think they all dogs, so all dogs will act like dogs, and even the dogs that are kin are still Zara don't act like Cha-Cha, and Hera don't act like Cha-Cha. Hera act like some part of her mama, but nobody acts like Zara. Not in totality. All of them can, that's for damn sure. But Zara is a whole different breed. So you managing a whole different mood when she around. So what's been the best part about going through this? I mean, you've literally seen me breathe start to finish, man. And we ain't done, but you go,
yeah.
Like, I really, for real life, been through everything. Even when I was at Rich's, you was still coming over there when Ego was this big.
We got a picture when you told him this in your hand, I mean, honestly, the best part about it is seeing all of the dogs progress. Because when you first got Tron, like, I'm like, he's a bum, bro. Like, he don't want to do nothing. He didn't want to chase the ball. He didn't want to play no tug. But then you just took the time to actually bring it out of the dog. And a dog like Ego, he just was already doing a lot of stuff. So he actually changed my perception of what I thought a bully could do. You know, I already got introduced to Chief, and then we saw it even go for what Chief can do, because Chief don't do the same shit that Ego did. And it's like, you literally have to bring it out of the dogs. And one thing that I did learn is you have to wait. So like, if you would have,
but you know what? Even what I learned from TRK, for those that are watching those, he said, you know, so funny, because I let my dogs put on a leash for a year. Mastiffs can be a little reserved. So he builds dogs that have 40, 50 years of history in them. He builds their confidence over a year, people. Mm-hmm. So I tell y'all, before y'all get into the, let that dog live a little bit, man. You can always dial it in.
I was just about to say that. You can always dial the dog back, but building them up, that's a whole different process. And especially if you're getting the bullies, the Mastiff, the Great Danes, the Borables, all of those dogs, they have to mentally mature. And if you be too hard on them, they're not gonna wanna do anything. And even some of the Shepherds, like people are too hard on them German Shepherds and they be like, nope, I'm not hitting the end of the leash no more. Because you can take the dog out of the dog if you're putting too much pressure on, especially if the dog doesn't know what's expected from them. So in situations like this, if we put this bite pillow up with a young puppy that don't have the confidence, they're never gonna wanna do do that.
And they don't
you gotta start low,
and
raise it up.
And that beautiful process, you know, I gotta be honest, I ain't looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to it because for me, I feel like a guy walking into a gunfight with no guns. I got guns, but you go, my loaded weapon's gone, and I don't feel. You know, it's like this. I don't know how to feel, if I'm being honest with you guys, because you go, every time it was the same thing, go get Ego, and now I got to restart this whole thing. And so even hearing Cha-Cha get after it, she's pretty sweet, definitely a loving dog. She needs to become a better thinker, but I know the journey in itself, golly, dude. But Baloo, this Baloo mama? That Baloo's mama.
But I mean, she didn't get the best thinking genes coming from Baloo. So you were actually going behind that 8-ball on that curve right now.
Boy, you gotta have a trick shot, boy. You see them niggas hit that, it's a ball over there, you gotta boom, bow, boy, you gotta hit that corner and then come back this way and lightly tap that motherfucker just to get it in left pocket.
Yeah. And then you also have to be realistic.
Yeah.
Because those genetics matter. And watching Henny's pups, I learned a lot about genetics because he had some pet home dogs, literally sent to a pet home, they sent it back, it was too much. Now that SOB, he hitting in the pocket, he taking a lot of stuff now because he just had to mature a little bit. So, like you even said,
and he sent them pet home because he didn't think it wasn't probable they were going to be turning out great.
He didn't really have drive at the very beginning. He didn't care about chasing, he didn't care about tug, and he was like a pet home dog. He was a little bit more docile. He didn't really get into it with the other puppies or anything like that. He would have been suitable for a pet home. But then that switch clicked, man, and now he's one of the better dogs out of the litter.
Now, guys, we're gonna do more videos where we're just kind of having a conversation. Part of it is us sharing perspective and talking about topics like, it's funny because you think child development. You go, what does dog development look like? It looks like someone who's harsh, but not hard. And harsh means a coach, if you had a good coach, he probably want to hit you in your mouth a few fucking times. You said so, you're like, nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. Didn't I tell you? But he can't. Because then your daddy and your mama gonna be at the school and there's gonna be a whole nother problem, or the law, whatever.
Unless you went to Texas Tech.
Oh, then he was getting active?
Yeah, Bob Knight, right?
Getting active. See, I don't watch no sports like that, but to his...
Indiana.
Yeah, I know that was Indiana.
He was at Texas Tech too, though.
Yeah. Oh, was he? Mm-hmm. So you look up and you say, well, what does that look like when you're pacing yourself? I gotta be honest, I didn't see a lot of great things in Cha-Cha. When I picked her over Lola at the time, I believe she could become great. Now, her greatness, just like anything in life, is based on how she's led. When you come from great parenting, you tend to have some manners. You tend to be okay communicating. You tend to have communication skills so you can coexist and live and thrive in environments because your parents probably put you there. Part of teams, part of programs. Made sure you stayed focused by getting A's and B's, A's if possible, but all that shit's really easy. It's like, school's a joke.
Just do the work.
That's it. It just really just goes back to doing the work. And 70% of your grades completion anyway. So my task was, again, Tron. I fucking gave him this name. Here's the story. Megatron. When you think of Megatron, who's his arch nemesis? Autobots, roll out. That boy, when Optimus Prime pulls up, you go, whoo, whoo. I'm finna get active, man. And then he always gets stabbed at the end. He be like, damn, Prime then roll over, right? And you like, oh shit. And then, Sam, you go, damn, Prime. I was just getting like, oh shit. 2 seconds later, the whole movie then shifted to Saving Prime, who's supposed to be the Billy Goat. Megatron been around the whole time. This nigga ain't died once. The only time he died when he got frozen in an ice cube. and then they warmed him up. They warmed that nigga up, let him out, nigga. Let that nigga warm. So I like trying Frozen. I gotta warm him up, turn him into Megatron. Yep. And that's the title of Tron. So Megatron. He got the little dot on his head. Let me see if I can make him an athlete or a fit bully for that matter. And that was, I mean, it is. We're on year 3 in November, people, next month. And we just warming up. And as long as she's been on here for the most part, she been on this pillow. Cha-Cha would not bite hard. Cha-Cha would not try. I remember taking her to a tree by the homie Rich's house, and she just did like this. I'm done. Now, I come out here, and Jamarcus forgot the pillow was up here yesterday. I'm in the morning like, damn, normally the dogs is by the door. I'm like, where are these niggas at? Trying jumping like a donkey. Trying to get up in this tree to get that damn pillow. And Cha-Cha looking crazy like this. Come on, get it down, buddy, get it down, get it down, get it down. I'll take it. I want a little piece too. I said, oh no. I am not starting at 6 this morning dealing with y'all this bullshit. Everybody get in the fucking house. Then I come out, put the pillow up. Point is, dog talk's a real thing. Females really matter. And we'll talk about from a breeding standpoint another time. Stan trains dogs. Who do you prefer to train, boys or girls? From an obedience standpoint.
From an obedient, probably a female.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to be a whole lot more receptive to direction. They're not going to really challenge you too much, and they want to learn.
There you have it. I agree too.
I like a good female dog.
I agree too, man. And that's I'm never opposed to them. I'm just like,
But the only thing is you got to be a little softer. So like you can't be so quick to correct them when they mess up in the very beginning. But after they know what they're messing up for, all they really need is like 1 or 2 good corrections, and then they're like, all right, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
A male dog's gonna keep trying you. Yeah, especially if you have one of these blockheads.
Yeah, they butt heads, and I'm gonna show you guys a trick. I ain't probably not gonna show you, but I'm gonna show you the trick to getting dogs to do more early on, because I've done this for so long, and every dog has went into many homes. And you know, I did a little storytelling on my Instagram account, and even, you know, Jamarcus not coming from a pit bull space, they rescue one. Then I put my boy Champ in his house for some time, and you know, he'll probably tell a story in some form of fashion before, like, yo, them last couple years from his house to his mom's, the spot where Champ laid, you know, died. And not died because he killed him. It was like nigga was 10 years old and he had a bad heart, Lyme disease, he had a kilo. He had some stuff going on with him, but he was rocking. Point is imagine somebody leave a big-headed dog in your house. You a little nervous, man. Champ was a good-looking dog, but all my dogs are good dogs, like literally good dogs. And that was all time, energy, effort, love, consistency. So at this point, man, say anything else you want to know about, you know, female versus a male.
Man, whatever you get, take your time, show the dog exactly what you expect from them, make sure they know you enjoy when they are doing these things, and as always, people, just take care of your dog.
Boom.